Fruit yourself.
Hey Fruitbats, a little bit of a different video today. We've got Ronda Rousey, who is a UFC fighter. She is a mixed martial artist. She's American. She's the first and current UFC women's bantamweight champion. So she's a tough woman who basically beats up other women and gets paid for it. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not inspired at all when I see women beating each other up. You know, I hate seeing men do it, so when women do it, I'm just really disappointed. But hey, that's just my personal opinion, and sadly, a lot of people love it. And proof of that is that Ronda has over 4 million followers on Instagram, so a lot of people are following her. So after being around bodybuilders for many years and also dating a number of them, my first impression of Ronda was steroids. And I know a lot of you will hate on that, but hey, that is my opinion based on my life experience and research. One thing you've got to understand is Ronda's sport, UFC, is rampant with drug use.
You hear about Hector Lombard?
Yes, another one test positive.
Jesus.
UFC and MMA in general is a steroid epidemic.
Really?
They've started this like really stringent testing, and everybody's getting popped. They're just getting popped left and right. I mean, it's one of the things that fighters have been saying for a long time, that everyone's on steroids, that, you know, a huge percentage.
Therefore, it would make sense for anyone who is at the top of their game to be using performance-enhancing drugs, because the people that they're fighting are also using them, so they need to be stronger.
You know what? I've been being drug tested since I was 14 years old. I've been drug tested hundreds of times and I've never been caught for anything.
That sort of confident denial sounds very familiar.
I've said it for 7 years. I've said it for longer than 7 years. I have never doped.
Yes or no? Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
That I have never, ever used performance-enhancing drugs, and that I have accomplished what I have accomplished because of my God-given abilities and hard work. And so it is with a great amount of shame that I stand before you and tell you that I have betrayed your trust. I want you to know that I have been dishonest.
You know what? I've been being drug tested since I was 14 years old. I've been drug tested hundreds of times and I've never been caught for anything. I've never been caught for anything.
It's kind of like the politician's way of answering a question. Just because you haven't been caught with something, caught taking something, doesn't mean you haven't been taking it. So I thought the second part of this comment was quite significant. Anyway, I don't much care. I think there's probably rampant use in most fight sports. I'm just here because Ronda's hot, and this video was in the suggestions. So I think a lot of people just want to believe in the fantasy. They want to have a hero. They want to have a heroine to look up to. And, you know, whether it's true or not, whether that person is actually doing what they say or not. And it's important to remember that the sponsors and the UFC governing body, they don't want her to be found out if she is taking steroids, because she's such a big money earner for them and promoter of the sport, just as Lance Armstrong was and Marion Jones. And I'm not at all trying to take away from her achievement. She's obviously a skilled, talented athlete in this sport. It's not about her personality. She's probably a lovely person. She seems bubbly in her interviews. And let's be honest, she could kick my ass. But this is about wising up and educating ourselves about what happens in these sports, especially at a high level.
I hope so. I hope so. I really do. But it's entirely up to her. I'm not going to go chasing her around, and she's not entitled to have me chase her around, you know. She was the fraud that got defamed, and you know what? If you can make 145 pump full of steroids, you can get off of it and drop.
Another common tactic of someone who is afraid of being caught taking drugs or who is lying on a big scale is to be mega confident and to take the focus off themselves and onto others. And in this case, an opponent of Ronda's, Cyborg, who was actually caught taking steroids, and Ronda keeps bringing it up again and again and again about her steroids, taking the focus off her possible steroid use and onto Cyborg's.
And like Winstrol is one of the more popular drugs for females to take because it doesn't cause as much male. It's not like a testosterone where it causes a lot of male enhancing properties. And it doesn't put on a lot of weight. It just makes you super strong.
So Ronda's boyfriend knows an awful lot about the steroid Winstrol, doesn't he? The main reason I make videos like this is because I've been through the drug stage. I know it ruins lives. It is so unhealthy, and I don't want to see anyone else go through it. So when we've got role models doing drugs, it just really needs to be addressed. Okay, fruit bats, so that's my video for today. Don't forget to go fruit or root yourself. And if you want a video on Ronda Rousey's diet, give us a thumbs up and I will see you tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I want to hear the truth. I don't want to be lied to.